Hello, welcome to lesson 4 of developing Blazor web assembly apps with Radson. In this lesson, we shall begin the process of creating students' Crud pages. So first of all, I'm going to verify that the SQL Server instance I want to use is running. Okay, it's running. So now that I've verified that it's running, the next piece of business for me is to start Management Studio. So now I'm going to connect to SQL Server. So now I will expand my databases node in Object Explorer, and I'm going to open the application database whose name is CA App Basic DB. Expand it, then I'll right click on it, and then I'll go to new. I'll say table. So I'm going to have student ID. This data type will be big int. I'm going to make student ID primary key. No, sorry, I'm going to make yes. I'm going to make student ID primary key. I'm also going to make it identity. And I'm going to have school admission number. I'm going to, the data type will be NVACA 50. It's going to be compulsory. At this point, let me save my table, call it students, click OK. So let me look at student ID. It's identity. Okay. Now I'm going to make school admission number a unique key. Right click on school admission number, I'll go to indexes to keys, click on add, go to type, change type to unique key, and participating columns will be school admission number, we close. Then I go to file, so save students. So the next piece of business is surname. Down will be NVACA 50 and compulsory. Going to have first name. Down will be NVACA 50, also be compulsory. Going to have other names. That will be NVACA 101 will not be compulsory. I'm going to have gender ID. The data type will be int. I'll right click and save. Then I'll go back to Object Explorer, new table, gender ID, int, gender name, and 50. Make gender ID primary key. Identity specification, I'll change it from no to yes for gender ID. Save this table as genders. I'm going to right click on gender name. I'll go to indexes through keys. I'll click on add. I'll change the type from index to unique key. Participating column will be gender name. Okay. I click close. Then I go to file, so save genders. Now I'll go back to students. I'll right click and I'm going to select relationships. Then I'll click on add. Then I'll go to table and column specifications. I'll click on ellipsis. Primary key table, genders. Participating column will be gender ID. And for the foreign key table, which is students, participating column will be gender ID. I click OK. I click close. Then I go to file, go to save students. Now I'm going to have nationality ID. First of all, for me to know the type of nationality ID, I will expand tables folder. I'll look at countries. I'll expand columns. Country ID, the data type happens to be int. So I'll make the data type of nationality ID to be int. Then I'll do a relationship. Again, I'll right click, I go to relationships, click add, go to tables and column specification, click on the ellipsis, primary key table will be countries, participating column will be country ID. Then for foreign key table, participating column will be nationality ID. I click OK. I click close. I go to file and I say save students. Say yes. Then I have father first name. Oh, sorry. Let me make it father surname. Father surname. That will be NVACA 50. Father surname. Father first name. So NVACA 50. Father other names. Father other names. NVACA 101. have father nationality ID. That will be int. We have father telephone and back at 50. We have father profession. That will be n back at 50. We have father office. That will be n back at 100. Then we have father residential address. That will be n text. Then we are going to copy from father surname to father residential address. We select this, press shift key on the keyboard and select father residential address. I'll go to edit to say copy. Then I come to this empty place. I'll say edit, I'll say paste. So I'll change this one now to mother surname. I'll change this one to mother first name. I'll change this one to mother other names. And I'll change this one to mother nationality ID. I'll change this one to mother telephone. Change this one to mother profession. I'll change this one to mother office. I'll change this one to mother residential address. Then after that, I'll go to file. I'll say save students. So we are also going to create guardian details in this table. So how do we do that? We click the selector for mother surname, hold down the shift key on our keyboard, and then select mother residential address. Then we'll go to edit. We select copy and we'll click. So we are going to paste here. So I'll go to edit. I will say paste. So after pasting, then I'm going to change this to guardian surname. I will also change this to guardian first name. Then I'll change this to guardian other names. Then I will change this to guardian nationality ID. Then I'll change this to guardian telephone. Then I'll change this to guardian profession. I'll change this to guardian office. Lastly, I'll change this to guardian residential address. Then I'll go to file, then I'll say save students. Now the next stuff we are going to do is we are going to create email address for father. So just before father telephone, we will select father telephone, then we click on insert column, and then we are going to say father email. The data type of that will be nbaka50. Likewise, we select mother telephone, we say insert column. We are going to create mother email. That type will be nbaka50. Lastly, we select guardian telephone, we say insert column, and then we are going to say guardian email. Then the data type will be nbaka50. Go to file, go to save. Say yes. Just after nationality, just before father surname, we select father surname, then we'll go to insert column. Then we are going to say username. Let's make that to be nbaka50. That will be compulsory. Then we are going to have password. nbaka50. Also compulsory. Then we are going to have confirm password. nbaka50. So compulsory. Then we'll go to file. Then we'll go to save students. Say yes. Then we'll right click on username. We'll go to index 6 cookies. We'll click on add. We'll change type to unique key. Then participating columns, we are going to change participating columns to username. Then we click OK. Click close. Last but not the least, we are still going to create some relationships. So I'll right click, I'll go to relationships, and then we click on add. We'll click the ellipsis for the relationship. Now we are going to select countries table. Primary key column will be country ID. Foreign key table is student, and foreign key column this time around will be father nationality ID. Then we click OK. Click on add again. I'll click on the ellipsis for tables and column specification. We select countries again. Primary key column will be country ID. Foreign key column this time around will be mother nationality ID. Click OK. Now I click on add again. I go to tables and column specification. Primary key table is countries and participating column is country ID. Foreign key table is still students, but this time around the foreign key column is guardian nationality ID. And click OK. Click close. Once again, we go to file and then we say save students. In the dialog box that appears prior to saving, we'll click yes. So the next piece of business for us is that we are going to start writing. So I'll click on writing. I'll click on CA app. I'll close the dialog. And I'll go to data. I'll double click on data. I'll make sure that tables, relationship, views, and stored procedures are all selected under infra settings. Then I'll click on infra schema. So this time around, I'm going to make sure I select tables under entities, then I click on finish. After that, I'll go back to my applications. Once again, I will double click on CA app. Then the next thing I'll do, I'll go to create new page, and I'll go to Crud pages. So I'll click next. Then under schema, so I'm now going to select schema for my page. The schema I'm going to select will be student, and I'm going to include gender, country, country 1, country 2, and country 3. These are the relationships. Now, I'm going to grant the following rows access. I'm going to grant class teacher. Sorry, hold on. Let me clean everything. I'm going to grant class teacher, school admin, subject teacher, and super admin. I'm going to grant them access to the student page. Then after that, I'll click on next. Then I'm going to enable export to Excel and CSV. I'm going to enable search as you type. Then I'll click on next. Then I'll click on save. So now the next piece of business is to run the application. So I'll click on run. So now the next thing I'm now going to do is I'll right click on the app and then I'll say open. So the app is loading, the app is loading, the app is loading. So for now, I will log in using admin. My password is admin. I'll click login. Now let's click on the student page, the link to see what we've got. So if I click on the student link, it says the current user is not authorized to see this page. Okay. Okay. Open. Okay, let me go here. Okay. All right, let me log out for now. Let me go back, click stop. Let me look at the students page. All right, click on the student page. So I'll go to properties. Okay, super admin has access. Okay. All right, let me run that. You have it again. All right, so once again, when I click on the app, you say open. I log in with admin. My password is admin. I click login. Now I'll go to users. I'm going to add a new user. The name of that user is Benjamin SQL Server. I'm going to assign Benjamin SQL Server to the role of super admin. Then I'll enter a password for Benjamin SQL Server. I'll confirm the password. I'll click save. Now I'm going to log out. So I'm logging in as Benjamin SQL Server. And then I'll put in the password. Then I click login. So I go to student. Now, no records. I can add a new student if I choose. So we'll work on all this in the next lesson. Thank you for watching.